Okay, so who is this course for? This course being Purpose-Driven Empowerment. This course is for anyone who is going through a major transition in your career, either a transition or a leap of faith. Now, you're going to hear me make a lot of comparisons between the stages of personal empowerment and the stages of grief, because that's ultimately where the inspiration for this discovery of these stages of personal empowerment came from. The stages of personal empowerment are just as universal to the human condition as the stages of grief are to anyone who has experienced any kind of loss. So I say that because the stages of grief are just as broadly applicable to someone who has experienced a breakup or a loss of a relationship as they are to someone who has experienced a loss of life or a loss of way of life, like dealing with the pandemic. The stages of personal empowerment function in the exact same manner. So whether you are venturing out into the job market for the first time, whether you are re-entering the job market, or whether you are starting your first venture as an entrepreneur, or taking a side hustle full-time, it's that act of a transition that has a universal human condition of the phases that you go through from starting at point A to getting to point B. And those 5 phases in between are the stages of empowerment. Now, the way this course is formatted is we don't only just take you through each of those 5 phases of empowerment, but we do so in a very methodical manner with this process that I designed called vana. And vana stands for validate it, activate it, navigate it, and then authenticate it. So the way that we do that is we start by validating it. How do we validate something? By labeling it. Labeling how that phase looks, feels, and sounds to experience, or what it sounds like. Then we have activating it. And the way that we activate that phase is by reprogramming your thoughts to ones that better serve you, and reprogramming your habitual habits, or your habitual behaviors, so that you are in the habit of setting yourself up for success. And then we have navigating it. And the way that we help you navigate each phase of empowerment is by determining what your own personal guiding principles are going to be as you find yourself having to make a decision between, do I go down this path or do I go down this path? Because you're going to be presented with a lot of decisions that you have to make that are going to be very pivotal to your journey. And you want to be able to make those decisions with confidence. So we do that both with guiding principles, but then also with drawing a lot of clarifying comparisons that really help you filter out what is going to make the most sense for you. And then finally, we have authenticating it. And so what that means is putting your own personal, unique style and stamp on it, because the way that you experience your own empowerment journey is not going to be exactly like anyone else's. You're going to have your own style that you are comfortable with, that you are confident with, and we walk you through how to make sure you are staying true to your unique self, your unique truth, and your intuition throughout this whole process. So that is how the Purpose-Driven Empowerment course is laid out. That is who it is for, is anyone going through a transition, and I can't wait to get started with you.